Hi, my name is Mark Flournoy. I'm with moreprogress.com. Today you get 2 key strategies that have proven to help people survive and even thrive during tough times. In fact, these strategies worked during America's Depression of 1929. And if these strategies worked in the worst of times, then they will work for you today. Let me mention that this video came about because I got fed up with all the doom and gloom the media's been throwing around. It's like they're trying to scare people into a panic. I got so tired of it that I decided to do something. I researched what actually happened during the Depression. The focus was to answer this key and critical question. How can you succeed even in an economic depression? The surprising answer is that some folks not only survived, but they actually thrived during those tough times. Their key strategies were put in a report called Secrets of Millionaires of the Depression Era. You get a couple of tips from that report right now. Today's tips comes from a guy who not only lived through the Depression, but he was responsible for driving the country out of that dark time. I'm talking about former President Franklin Roosevelt. He identified 2 vital qualities needed to survive the Depression. Here's what he said. The overwhelming majority of Americans are possessed of 2 great qualities, a sense of humor and a sense of proportion. This might not sound like much, but let me unfold it and you'll be surprised at what we find. So the 2 key qualities are a sense of humor and a sense of proportion. First, let's take a look at why a sense of humor is so important. Ethel Barrymore said, "You grow up the day you have your first real laugh at yourself." And that's especially true during tough times. But the real power of laughter was brilliantly expressed by the legendary comedian Bob Hope. Here's what he said. "I've seen what a good laugh can do. It can transform tears into hope." I would respectfully make one change and say it this way. I've seen what a good laugh can do. It can transform tears and fears into hope. Add fear because fear is such a strong emotion that it can grab you and freeze you in your tracks. But laughter lets you break free and have a good time while doing it. So if you're going through a hard time, shift from fear or tears into laughter. Now, in the midst of tears and fears, this might not seem easy. That's why you get the 5-step swing from fear to fun process. It's in the free report at fearandthefaith.com. Remember, this is not just about having fun. It's about getting unstuck so you find creative new solutions. So be sure to grab that special report. You might ask, does a sense of humor help you achieve business success? The answer is absolutely yes. Consider self-made billionaire Richard Branson. It's almost hard to find him without a smile. Look, I contend that anyone who starts their business with the word virgin has a great sense of humor. And he's done that with Virgin Records, Virgin Megastores, and Virgin Airways. To top it off, he wrote a book. You know what his book is called? Screw It, Let's Do It. This is a man with a great sense of humor. And what about billionaire Jeff Bezos? It's said that even when he was under tremendous pressure, he kept his sense of humor. His booming belly laugh could be heard throughout the floor of his office building. And the power of laughter is also illustrated by the 2 Steves who actually started their company on April Fool's Day. I'm talking about Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, you know, of that little company called Apple. So keep your sense of humor, especially in tough times, because it will let you make more progress. The second key quality needed to succeed during tough times is a sense of proportion. There are 3 valuable points that will let you turn this key quality into gold. But we've already been going for quite a while, and I want to keep these videos under 5 minutes because I know you're busy. You get the second key quality for surviving in tough times in the next video. Now, you might be wondering, will there be a depression? I answer that question and give you insight from some very sharp people in the free report. But know this, the smart strategy is to hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. That's why I created this free report. It's so that you could make the worst of times your best. In that report, you'll also find out why people are actually hardwired to fail in today's environment and how to avoid it. That's actually research from the field of brain science. And how to flip the bad news so you actually become stronger instead of weaker. And there's many more facts about the depression and how to thrive in it. Go ahead, grab the free report from www.fearandthefaith.com. I will see you there.